Welcome to another episode of ARFCOM News. In today's episode, we'll be covering a few new House bills being introduced in Kentucky, a new 14.565 Creedmoor coming into the market, as well as sonic weapons being used in the apprehension of the former Venezuelan president. But before all of that, we are going to get a quick word from our sponsors. SAR USA has made a few upgrades to their newest generation of pistols: flat-faced aluminum triggers, flared mag wells, and optics cut from the factory. New color waves, extended magazines, lightning cuts, and even threaded barrel options for those of you who are wanting to take advantage of the free tax stamp age of suppressors. SAR USA, built to survive their tests, ready to thrive in yours. Now, the first question everyone's going to start asking is, why are we still stuck here with Discount Cash Patel? Well, unfortunately, we've had a change of seasons here, and Andrew and Taylor are going to be off on their own adventures. But if you want to support both of them, Andrew is going to be at the chopping block here on the Tube of Views. And if you're missing your former meme lord and editor, you can go find him at the Spicy Snafu in the exact same place. We are obviously going to miss them, and we hope that they have wonderful success wherever they end up. For our Kentucky residents, we have both good and bad news. House Bill 77 aims to remove the firearms possession issue with red flag laws when people are named in ex parte orders. Ex parte orders is where a judge will notify only one party and talk to only one party about a specific issue, usually dealing with domestic violence, and putting a restraining order on the named party. The current law on the books is that if you're named in one of these, not only is the restraining order applied, but your Second Amendment rights are also suspended. And that can be an issue because you don't have any due process and you're really not notified until after this has already occurred. Now, the good news is these are temporary, and I do believe in certain instances create an extra level of safety for victims of domestic violence. However, on the flip side, these can be used maliciously and without almost any ability for recourse for the accused. This also tramples on a fundamental right and a core tenet in the Constitution in the presumption of innocence. House Bill 77 aims to remove any of the issues that we have with ex parte orders temporarily restricting your Second Amendment rights without due process. On the flip side, House Bill 113 is poised to create Safe Storage Act issues on what they're calling the Baby Dre Safety Act. Though I agree the story behind the namesake of the House bill is tragic, I, like most of our viewers, was not surprised to see Blue Team Representatives George Brown Jr. and Beverly Chester Burton attempting to capitalize on human suffering to erode an inalienable right. The goal is not only to create criteria for what constitutes as safe storage inside of your own domicile, they are also planning to add criminal penalties for those found not in compliance. Though I agree, as the firearms community, we should be encouraging firearms training and safety through advocacy groups and community-based programs. What I don't like seeing is all of this trying to be enforced by threats of prison time. It's unlikely to pass in Kentucky, but if you would like to make sure that it does it, you can do so by calling 502-564-8100 and tell them to stop placing the onus of other people's failings at your feet. In today's Gundustry News segment, PSA has finally announced a launch date for the long-awaited pump-action shotgun, their 570, at late Q1 or early Q2, which I'm pretty excited about. I did see that guys like Vancomp were part of the R&D process, and it is really good to see another domestically produced shotgun happening right here in the States. We hope to kick this over to the reviews channel after SHOT Show and hopefully give you guys some more information while we're there. In an interesting twist, Dark Storms Industries has launched their new DS-25, which is an AR-15 sized rifle chambered in the 6.5 and 3.0 Hate chamberings for a pretty interesting take on a battle rifle. They're going to come in the 14.5 barrel length variety. They're going to come either pin and welded with a litany of different muzzle devices, or they can come in the SBR variety for those of you that like to collect stamps. This is going to be a probably Q1, Q2 launch. Hopefully we get to see one of these in the reviews channel. And obviously this is going to have some follow-up during and after SHOT. And from the forums, O3RN shared a video from Keegan Dunlap where they covered allegedly an account from a former bodyguard of the Venezuelan president describing what was effectively a Warhammer siege of the facility that he was guarding.
These men were technologically very advanced. They didn't look like anything we fought against before.
They were using everything from drone swarm technology all the way to psionic weapons that turned them into extras of the finale of Stranger Things. And with that, if you'd like to keep supporting this content, go ahead and subscribe, like, or comment. And specifically, what I'd like for you to comment on is what you'd like to see in this channel moving forward. We'd like a lot more viewer input, and we'd like to find a way to bridge the gap between the forums and obviously here and be a better provider of 2A advocacy for y'all, whether it's collaborations, or whether it's working with other channels, or doing specific segments. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say. And for everyone else, here's the moment of Zen.